Caden, and the reason I'm atheist, I had never really had a religious upbringing, but it just never made sense to me to believing in any one religion.
For an MSG-free world, MSG, it doesn't just stand for monosodium glutamate anymore. It's the imprint of a new specialty food brand created under the auspices of controversial Indian guru godman Gurmeet Singh Ram Rahim. The abbreviation in this instant refers to Mastanaji Satnamji Gurmeet Ram Rahim Singh, the three heads of Dara. This move comes in the wake of a spicy history of controversy following the official complaints against Singh, all of it based on India's restrictions against injuring religious sentiments and on an incident in which he posed as Lord Vishnu. Showing the double-edged talwar of blasphemy laws in general, the All India Hindu Federation is known to have filed charges against the godly guru in the past. Now, still able to capitalize on his regional notoriety, Singh is sponsoring an organic grocery line featuring a range of vegetable products including rice, jams, and of course noodles. Singh has purportedly claimed personal responsibility for the quality of the offerings, guaranteeing to be ready to step down as brand ambassador should any serious complaints arise against the noodly delights, feeding both body and soul MSG-free. Apollo is a god's name, right? In a case of much ado about nothing, the Liberty Institute, a Texas-based legal advocacy group similar in scope and focus to the ACLU, has issued a letter threatening a lawsuit against NASA over a claim of discrimination by the National Aeronautics and Space Administration's sole religious club for employees, the Praise and Worship Club located at the Lyndon B. Johnson Space Center. According to reports, club members submitted an article for insertion in the JSC's monthly newsletter announcing a praise and worship event in which they are planning to include the line, "The theme for this session will be Jesus is our life." Club organizers claim, according to the Liberty Institute, that they received a call from a NASA lawyer explaining that they could not include the name of Jesus in the newsletter as it would give the appearance that NASA itself was promoting Christianity. However, it appears that NASA has no such policy. Karen Northron, the space agency's media relations officer, responded saying, NASA does not prohibit the use of any specific religious names in employee newsletters or other internal communications. Northern added, the agency allows a host of employee-led civic, professional, religious, and other organizations to meet on NASA property on employees' own time. Consistent with federal law, NASA attempts to balance employees' right to freely exercise religious beliefs with its obligation to ensure there is no government endorsement of religion. We believe in and encourage open and diverse dialogue amongst our employees across the agency. Islam is outstripping Christianity in Brussels. Brussels is like many other European cities. It's both historically religiously devout and largely secular in its current practices. Though the number of Belgians who identify as strongly religious has been steadily declining in recent years, the people still retain a strong cultural loyalty to their traditional Catholic faith. In contrast to their more secular neighbor France, Belgian students study religion in public schools, with children generally being instructed in the faith of their heritage, whether it is by Christian, Jewish, or in increasingly high numbers Muslim. It might seem counterintuitive on the surface, but about half of the children in public schools choose to study Islam. However, Brussels is host to a fairly large communities of Turkish and Moroccan immigrants, mostly from religiously conservative regions of those countries. A recent study of religious attitude among Belgians conducted by the Observatory of Religion and Secularism cast some light on this situation. Among respondents in the city, practicing Catholics amounted to 12% and non-practicing ones to 28%. Some 19% were active Muslims and another 4% were of Muslim identity without practicing the faith. The atheist agnostic camp came to 30%. Among all those polled, levels of active adherence to Catholicism seemed to diminish dramatically with age, while the practice of Islam increased correspondingly. This disparity, combined with the birth rate of immigrant population as compared to native Belgians, sets the stage for Islam to eclipse Christianity in Brussels in the coming years. How the city grapples with its cultural identity in the face of changing demographics is anyone's guess, but it's clear that the influence of Christianity in Belgium wanes. Islam is rising to replace it.